Last summer, I had the privilege of going to Cuba. And I think the best thing about the Cuba program is the well-rounded nature of the program. It's really a program that teaches students to learn in the classroom and take that outside the classroom. So you're only really in classes in the morning, but in the afternoon you have like talks with different people who are involved in different aspects of the Cuban Health Center. One of the most interesting series we did was a series on HIV and AIDS in Cuba, and sort of how Cuba really uniquely tried to control the situation and healing of their patients there. And we heard from different people who had had AIDS or worked in the health clinics at the time. And then we also had the opportunity to go out with an organization that hands out condoms in the park and talk to people about sexual health in Cuba as it stands right now. And it was just an incredible experience of getting to really learn and talk to people and take what we had learned about the history of such a unique crisis and apply it outside of the classroom. And I think the program overall just takes different aspects of health and really encourages you to do that. I knew coming in that something I was really interested in was mental health systems, so I had the privilege of talking to people about mental health and how patients are treated there, and comparing it to systems right now. And then when I got back, I took a class called Managing the Global Health Crisis, and it tends to be an upperclassmen focused class. So people have been to all different countries, and it's just an incredibly discussion-focused class about how do different countries approach these crises. But instead of just like reading about it in a book, you get to hear from people who were abroad and experience these and talk to people who really lived through them. And I think the Global Health Minor does a really great job of like building that and building students' critical thinking skills, and not just to read about an issue, but to learn about it. And maybe it's like the nerdy anthropology student in me who loves ethnography and like that type of work, but hearing people's stories, I think, puts a personal face on it and really changes like how you approach it in a classroom setting.